Hi, Coats of Kindness. This is Mrs. Rocca's class. We are being featured this evening on the Iowa City School District's Education Exchange television program to talk a little bit about our 2012 Coats of Kindness Coat Drive. Here's a little sneak peek. Ella, would you begin?
This was the second year we hosted a Coats of Kindness Coat Drive. We created 5 committees to share the work and voted on a board of directors that told everyone what to do. We held working lunches in August and September to get ready to kick off our drive.
The Publicity Committee created flyers, posters, newsletters, articles, and banners to advertise the program at school. We had a contest to pick the best posters, and they were hung all over the school.
We tracked out progress with a coat-inspired thermometer. We collected 540 total items last year. We set our first goal at 750 items. Then we set a second one for 1,000.
Students painted blue donation boxes and took them out into the community to places such as the University of Iowa, City High, Southeast Junior High, New Pioneer Co-op, Great Western Bake, Cookies and More, and Geotopia. Students were responsible for asking businesses if the boxes could be placed there, and were also responsible to pick up the items each week.
A team of students created a PowerPoint presentation on the Smartboard that was given to each class at Longfellow to get everyone in the school involved in this drive.
Students first looked in their own closets for old coats. Then we wrote a script that they could use to walk around their neighborhood and ask their neighbors if they had any old coats they could donate. If we got a donation, we sent a thank you to each person.
Our first donation came on a 95-degree day.
Every single day, donations come into our room. People heard about us in the newspaper and on TV, and they started bringing us their items too. Some days, our room was a complete disaster.
We challenged all the students at Longfellow to get involved by having a popcorn party for the class that brought in the most donations. We had a chart on the door that kept track. It got pretty competitive. We almost had to have a recount, as Mr. Luria's class collected 183 and Miss Cottman's collected 182 items.
Each coat had a tag on it that said Longfellow Elementary Coats of Kindness, so that the new owners knew where the coat came from. We wrote a letter to the new owner hoping to warm their hearts and challenge them to pay it forward in any way that they could in the future. We wrote over 800 letters and stuffed them in the pockets of the coats and stockings.
We held 2 fundraisers this year to buy new winter's items for students. We held a hot chocolate stand before school every Tuesday during the month of October. Each cup cost $0.25. We sold over 1,500 cups.
We also held a Chores of Kindness campaign where students offered to do extra chores around the house for $0.25. Students taped the quarter to the front of the coat like buttons and returned the sheet to school when it was full. A complete sheet could purchase a new hat or a pair of mittens. 5 sheets bought a pair of snowbands. 10 sheets could purchase a new coat. We raised over $500. That meant each student in our class could buy a brand new coat for an Iowa City student.
We sorted all the items into piles and packed them into boxes. In the end, we collected almost 1,400 winter items, almost 700 coats that filled up 45 boxes. They stacked from the floor all the way to the ceiling.
The physical plant helped us by sending a truck over. We loaded all the boxes and took them to the old Roosevelt Elementary building.
We held a public distribution of all the items for all the families in the Iowa City School District. They could come in and get as many of the items as they needed for free. We helped families find sizes and loaded items into their car. In less than 8 hours, all our items were gone.
We can't wait to do this again next year. We hope to be able to get all of the elementary schools involved and have 3 different distribution spots where people can get winter items so that it won't be cold.
Thanks, Coats of Kindness, for another great year. We look forward to working with you in 2013.